May not come as a surprise that the diabetes drug at the center of a weight loss craze, Ozempic, is seeing a significant surge in sales.
Yeah, it's a very popular diabetic drug that's now being used, like you said, for weight loss, and it may be impacting the bottom line for some of the most recognized food and beverage companies. Vicki Nguyen has a closer look tonight.
The diabetes drug Ozempic, often prescribed off-label for weight loss, is back in the headlines. This time for its skyrocketing sales. Its parent company, Danish pharmaceutical giant Novo Nordisk, reporting this week that sales of the drug are up 58% so far this year, raking in a reported $8.4 billion in revenue. The new class of drugs, known as GLP-1s, which includes Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro, work to suppress appetite, which means users reach for sugary and salty foods less often.
We have some patients who describe just a general decrease in that hunger. Some patients describe a complete absence of appetite.
But according to financial analysts, the soaring popularity of the drugs has some Wall Street investors betting against the future of snacks and beverages that have driven the obesity problem. The S&P Food and Beverage Index reporting a 12% drop over the past 3 months. Although it's hard to prove a direct correlation between the growing popularity of Ozempic and the recent stock falloff, the effects of the changing eating behaviors could go beyond the snack industry, too. One study done by the Jefferies Financial Group found that if the average airline passenger lost 10 pounds, it could dramatically impact how much fuel planes need to fly, equating to $80 million in savings in annual fuel costs per airline. And what about the potential effect on weight loss surgery? Johnson & Johnson CEO telling NBC News in a statement, "We are seeing some impact in our bariatric business in the short term as patients are reconsidering surgery," but adding that some bariatric surgeons believe going forward, the drugs and surgeries will be used together to help people lose unwanted weight. Jenny Zegler, the director of Mental Food and Drink, thinks concerns over the impact of the drug's popularity are inflated.
I'm not entirely sure that the food and beverage industry is going to be massively affected by this. Many companies have been on the path to creating healthier food and drink for quite a long time.
Adding that getting the drugs is still a challenge.
They're still very expensive. They are not as easily accessible. They're not covered by insurance.
For Melanie Manar, who says she's been on Ozempic for over 2 years, the drugs have been life-changing. But in the end, she says, they're not a miracle.
There's this big misconception that the medication does everything for you. Side effects wear off. Your hunger comes back. Your food choices become much more important.
Is right. There's a lot that goes into this. You know, I didn't think about the food and the snacks being impacted. But as she just said, it's not just the drug, it's what you're doing. Are you exercising? Are you changing your eating habits? So there really is a lot going on.
You have to maintain it. There is no magic pill for weight loss. It takes a whole lot of things. All right. Well,